I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. From the Dean's List. So, man, I apologize. I've been slacking. First of all, let me apologize. With the new year comes New Year's resolutions. I am supporting my wife with Weight Watchers and gym routine and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to, in the spirit of things, I actually have 10 points left today, so I could drink a beer, but I'm not going to because I'm trying to, make this a little more painful. So I know it's real. No pain, no gain, right? So even though I'm not drinking homebrew, I am drinking. So it's not even really homebrewed coffee. Actually, yeah, it is homebrewed coffee. I brewed it here. So there you go. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Okay. Last year I wrapped up all the brews that I did, and I probably will do that. Maybe I'll do that next Wednesday. I don't feel like doing it this Wednesday because it was the first day back to work, and I'm a little depleted in my normal caloric intake, so I'll build up some strength and maybe do it next Wednesday. I do have some cool brewing things to talk about, though. If you look at my board back here, a while back I had said I was going to actually look at these two. So a while back I had said I was going to brew 3 doubles as my final 3 brew days before the neck surgery I have in a few weeks. So I did it. I did a triple, which is right here. Is that it? I can't read. Yeah, it's a Belgian triple. Came out. It came out. Man, this is hard to do. 8.8%. So that's a pretty solid triple. I also brewed the double, which is down here. That came out at almost 7%, 6.9%. It's in the fast ferment. The yeast is still kind of slipping down. I don't think it's gonna attenuate anymore, but I'm waiting for as much of the yeast to drop out in the ball as possible because, I don't know. I'm just being lazy. And then the final beer I did was the quad, which I don't know if you can read that. It came in at 1088 original gravity. So that's gonna be a big boy. And on the triple and on this quad, I used the Imperial Triple Double. And if you haven't used that yeast, it is freaky. I mean, that yeast, I think I took some videos of the triple when it was fermenting, but the yeast literally climbs out of the freaking tube over and over and over again. And I thought it was just me, like, wow, is that weird? Is it weird yeast or what? I mean, it would start up and it would slow down, it would start up again, then then it would just go crazy forever. That thing like fermented hard for, damn, it must have been a week and a half. Just solid fermenting. But when I went to the homebrew store, my boy Derek's like, no, that's that yeast is wicked. So if you haven't used Imperial's Triple Double, it comes in the big pouches now. They don't have the cans anymore, but you can still dump it straight up cold right into the wort, man. It's the way to go. I'll probably finish up and show a little bit of the action going on in the blow off tube. I don't yet have anything climb in the tube. That'll probably be in another day or two. So anyway, those are my 3 final beers. I'm going to enter all 3 in the Cincinnati homebrew competition that's come up later this month. So I gotta really hope that this beer doesn't take too long to ferment out. If it takes as long as last time, I'll just be cutting it close. But that'll give me some time to sample the other 2. I think the triple came out like kick-ass. I mean, the only thing I had brewed Belgian before was a Belgian double I think I had done. But this triple was my first time doing a triple. Man, it came out spot on. And the double I think is going to be nice too. I haven't gotten it carved up yet, obviously, because it's still in the fast ferment, but it holds great promise. And then I don't know what's going to happen with the quad. That was just a recipe I threw together, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I kind of, looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have thrown some 120 Cara crystal in it, because I think that kind of lends to the dark fruits. You put a tad bit of that in there. I do have some special bee malt, which I haven't used in a while, and I kind of like what that does. And I got some melanoid in, and can't remember what else. I put a bunch of stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my final brew days. I did want to show you something cool. So, you know, I got the surgery coming up, and I don't know if I mentioned to one or two of you guys down in the homebrew convention that this is what came out of my neck after the last surgery. It's like 4 screws, that little plate. It's got those little eyelets on it. I mean, that looks like something you would get from Home Depot. I mean, look at these things. These screws are like, you know, look at these screws. These are like no joke. If you can see that, these things are like no joke, man. Like straight up threaded screws. But anyway, I woke up and I have this sitting in my room. Was nice enough to give it to me, which was kind of cool. So yeah, that was fun. I don't think they're taking anything out this time. I think they're just, I don't know what they're doing. Hell, I guess I'll find out when they finish. But yeah, so final brew day. Man, that's been like 3 weeks, 3 brew days. 3 weeks, 3 brew days. I think it's been 3 weeks. Yeah, the last 3 weekends I've brewed every single weekend. So I went out with a bang towards the end of the year there. Technically, I did this brew, this quad on January 1st. I'll throw up a little bit of video. I don't have a whole lot, but anyway, that's my brew day, man. Yeah, I don't guess there's much else to talk about. Yeah, so I tell you what, let me take you for a little trip here and show you what's going on with the imperial yeast. All right, so there's the double. So you see how you see this little bit of white splotch here, a little bit of yeast that's sitting on the side. But then there used to be some that was sitting down here in the neck, and that, like, it was up to here, then it went down to here, and now it's dropped out. It's all down here in the ball. So, but this is the, if you can see that, that's the Belgian quad. Let's take a look here, because I don't normally use a glass carboy, so first time I've seen a Krausen in a while. And I guess for the triple I use the glass carboy too. It's kind of fun getting back to glass carboys, because I typically only use the plastic bucket. So anyway, so I got to sort out the SJ Port competition, figure out the timings on that, and I'm hoping I might be able to talk one or two of you guys into give me a hand with that. And yeah, that's it. Hey, look, I'll go ahead and cut it here. I'll get this posted because I haven't posted one in a couple of weeks. Hope everybody had a great holiday season and had a wonderful New Year. I was actually at the Verizon Center to see the Capitals get beat by the Nashville Predators. Sucked. But it was a 12:30 game, so we got home at a decent hour, and both like old folks just went to bed. Actually, we hung out with the neighbors a little bit. We didn't stay up till midnight. Anyway, well, that's all I got, man. I'm rambling. Hey, have yourself a happy homebrew coffee or homebrew, and have a very, very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Okay, happy New Year. First brew day of 2019 is going to be a Belgian quad. And here is my grist. It is about 15 pounds of grain. 15 pounds of grain, yeah. Should be around a 10% beer. We'll see. Cheers. All right, missed the hot drop. It's my 60-minute ounce and a half of East Cape Goldings. Had to substitute for Styrian. And then I got one more hot drop at 10 minutes. Did pretty good on the numbers. My target pre-boil was 1071 and I hit 1073, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll get all the way to 1090. If I had to guess, I'd say probably 1086, but we'll see. Cheers. And into the carboy, ended up at 1088.